When a bride and groom vow to love one another, in sickness and in health, usually a global pandemic doesn't come to mind. That's the reality now for couples everywhere, making difficult decisions to keep everyone safe.
I sat there at my computer and tried to cut down the guest list as much as I could, and people were contacting my mom and my mother-in-law being like, we don't have to come, tell Allie that we just won't come and she can take us off the list. And it was heartbreaking to have to do that.
Allie Chadwick from Longview is now a pro at the planning process, having pushed off the perfect day twice now.
The health of our family was most important to us throughout all of this.
This time she's hired help in Aaron Jones, owner of Cactus Rose Design and Events. Jones started her business in 2020, planning 8 weddings, even in the midst of a pandemic.
It's typically the date that's the hardest for them. They don't want to give up their original date. In Allie's case, they still got married. They're going to celebrate with friends and family later and have their big celebration.
Allie and her husband Chris decided to tie the knot anyway on their original date, March 21st.
We dated for 7 years and got married on our 7th anniversary.
It was a small ceremony thrown together last minute by Allie's father. Not the one she imagined, but the date was important to this couple.
Just ready to see us have our day and celebrate with everybody.
Now, a year later, they are planning for a bigger celebration with extended family and friends.
And the only date that all of my vendors were available was June 26th of this year, so that's whenever we plan to do it.
Jones says social media is a great tool when faced with cutting down the guest list.
You might have less people there, but that's what's great about social media. We have Facebook Live now.
Like in Allie's case, despite waiting to walk down the aisle, she still has these photos to remember her happily ever after.
I just want people to remember it's not the end of the world. You can still have your dream wedding. We just have to put a little tweaks on things.
Another staple of the planning process is saying yes to the dress. Finding the perfect fit now involves wearing a mask. As a safety precaution, Dress Me Bridal Boutique in Bullard is allowing only 4 guests per bride.
And it's actually been really nice for us and the brides. It's more of an intimate feel with something with you and your mom or somebody really close to you.
Yeah, I'll try this one on.
That'll give you that sparkle.
Ashley Kreiner is the store owner. She says business for them has been steady over the past year.
This process has pretty much stayed the same, and we try to, put COVID aside. Obviously, we have masks on, but we try to just not bring it up.
An effort appreciated by brides like Megan Carswell.
When he proposed with this ring, I was like, oh my God, it's the ring I picked out. So it was awesome.
Megan's fiance Grant popped the question in December, 9 months into the pandemic. When picking the perfect date, she did not want to gamble with what 2021 has in store.
If COVID is still here in 2022, then I'll keep extending it because I want everyone to be there.
And while we can't say no to COVID protocols yet, brides can still say yes to the dress.
Dresses, I'll choose even more for you.
For now, Megan and Grant will get married July 9th, 2022, and she is already on the hunt for a venue that will comfortably hold everyone invited. But at least she can check one thing off her list.
1, 2, 3.
Patiently waiting, like many other COVID brides, for the day they can say I do, less than 6 feet apart. Cynthia McLaughlin, KETK News.